I'm Laren Helfer, and I'll be explaining why learning is a social process. Jean Piaget introduced us to the concept of assimilation to explain how individuals create meaning when they are presented with new information. Piaget states that meaning is created when an individual integrates or attaches new information to their existing knowledge. It might seem reasonable to consider assimilation an individual process, since it occurs within one's own mind. Yet, when Vygotsky's sociocultural theories are considered, we learn that this is not the case. Vygotsky described how cognitive development occurs as the result of three social processes: cultural experiences, linguistics exchanges, and what he refers to as the zone of proximal development. This is where development occurs as the result of regular interactions with someone more able. Vygotsky explains how it is the sum of these social interactions which form one's psyche. If an individual's existing knowledge has been acquired socially in this way, then when they are assimilating information, as described by Piaget, they are actually incorporating their new information into the sum of their prior social interactions. This renders the acquisition of new knowledge, or more simply, learning, as a social process. If we wanted to narrow the scope of this debate, we could switch gears from high-level learning theory and consider specific instructional practices. Scaffolding, for instance, is an instructional strategy where teacher guidance is gradually withdrawn as a learner becomes more able. This practice essentially describes Vygotsky's zone of proximal development in an educational context. Vygotsky described how there's a prescribed zone where development can occur, and that this zone lies between what the learner is already able to do and what the learner is not able to do, even were they provided assistance. In a scaffolded approach, the teacher attempts to teach the student by targeting the zone of proximal development. The teacher provides close guidance for a learner to achieve a learning outcome that lies in this zone, and then as the student's own abilities expand, that assistance is gradually withdrawn as the learning outcome is met. The richly interactive nature of a scaffolded approach is in keeping with the understanding that indeed learning is a social process.